In a world where our leaders talk about developing, progressing, and changing our mindsets according to our environment and the technology, there are still so many problems that are prevalent in our society and have been there since hundreds of years. One such problem is menstruation and the idea of people being disgusted by it. We've studied a lot about human life cycle and metamorphosis of animals too, in different ways. Well, my film is about the life cycle of a woman's menstruation. Stage A, Menarche.
When I got my first periods, I was really scared and nervous. But my mom supported me a lot and I was happy and I felt really good. But I was really scared about my first day of the school because I thought it's going to be tough and I would be like in pain and I wouldn't be able to walk around the corridors or play sports, and I was really like nervous, but my mom supported me a lot.
Stage B, teen years.
I'm 17 now, I'm in 12th grade. And to be honest, periods for me, when I get my period, it's very easy for me and it's not a big deal for me at all. Like, I don't have cramps, I can do whatever I want to. And yeah, like it's fun for me and I don't really mind it like all the other girls do.
For me, my first menstruation was very normal. It was made normal by my mother. And when I grew up, I was an athlete and I never felt any kind of hindrance during this period of cycle of the month.
Stage T, motherhood.
Dealing with menstruation as a mother was not a challenge at all because my family never made a big deal of it. So my grandmother was very progressive and I didn't have to sit aside or not touch stuff. My mother had to do that. But then I didn't face any of that, so I was very comfortable, and I did tell my daughter what to expect much before she was to hit puberty. My mother had done the same. So when it came, I was prepared, and when it came, my daughter was prepared. She carried a pouch with a pad in it for an extra panty for many years before the thing actually happened. So when it happened, she wasn't made uncomfortable, and she didn't suffer much, thank God. So the cramps and things didn't happen to her, so we didn't have to seek any medical aid. And as far as my son, who is 5 years junior to my daughter, is concerned, we told him that it was like a diaper. We said, just like you wear diapers, your sister has to use something to help her, and it's just part of who you are and what your body is and how differently we are as boys and girls.
Stage E, menopause.
As a psychology teacher, I am aware of the physical and the psychological turmoil that a woman goes through during menopause. The physical turmoil is basically due to the imbalance of hormones, and the emotional turmoil is again a mixture of the physiological turmoil and the connection with the mind. At this time, emotions are at its highest peak, and there is a tremendous loss of self-confidence and self-esteem. Focus on what is your priority in life, have a goal in life, keep going, have a healthy diet, and stay positive mentally, physically, and socially.
We've seen the stages of menstruation during a woman's lifetime. Now, we have a few labor class women talking to us about what they go through while they're menstruating.
మేము ఇక్కడ నెల పీరియడ్ వచ్చినా సరే వర్క్ బాగా చేస్తాం, మాకు ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు. స్కూల్ వాళ్ళు కూడా మమ్మల్ని బాగానే ఇది చేస్తారు, ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తారు. మాకు ప్రాబ్లం అయితే ఏం లేదు, బాగానే వర్క్ చేస్తాం.
It took us a really long while to convince these IMRs to talk to us about menstruation. It's because of the areas where they grew up and the areas where they live now. Menstruation and talking about it has always been an impure subject and a taboo. They were really shy to us, but after a lot of convincing, they tried to open up a bit. It's important to know what the youth of our society thinks about this topic. I have a friend of mine who is going to talk about what he feels about menstruation.
So when I first found out about periods, it freaked me out, to be honest. I mean, imagine blood coming out of your body, and when it normally comes out, it hurts a lot. And then I learned about period cramps and stuff, and then I understood what someone like my mother would go through when she has her periods, when she has to do her work every day, and then she has to take care of herself too.